We are live. Welcome back. Episode 5, right?
Episode 5.
Episode 5.
What's up, everyone?
Steve, we got our co-host Steve over here. I'm Kev. You guys know the deal. And we're doing the countdown still. 66 days.
So close.
It's still a struggle to find like football content. Yeah.
I've been promoted. No more guests. I'm a co-host now.
He's a co-host. Episode 5. We're still waiting for the Celsius sponsorship, so that's up in the air.
We didn't get any new ones today, but still got what, 6 here?
We'll add some more. Yeah, there'll be more in there by next week. We gotta add some up. So first, we're gonna preview a couple of the things we're gonna talk about. First, we're gonna start out with the Hard Knocks preview. The Hard Knocks actually airs tomorrow at 9 o'clock, so we're 26 hours away.
Yeah, it sucks we didn't do this like tomorrow night or Wednesday night.
I know, we should have waited.
We have to stick to our schedule.
We'll live stream
posting on Tuesdays every Tuesday.
I know. No, we can't do Tuesdays.
Well, posting on Tuesday. We're recording Monday.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Now they know.
We should do a live reaction to it.
Yeah.
Honestly. But
the Hard Knocks trailer? Or Hard Knocks?
The actual Hard Knocks.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, we're going to preview the trailer today, and then we're going to get into a couple Jets stories. The Jets are always interesting with Rodgers on the team.
Yeah, honestly, at this point, like, I love like the excitement that Rodgers brings, but I feel like he literally must have. We're not going to talk about it now, but like this thing that he was doing while he was away, he must have done it on purpose for the stories.
Oh, he loves the drama. This is a constant theme we talk about on the podcast here. And then, so we'll get into the Jets stuff, a couple of things, and then we'll get into our power rankings. We're going to compare it with, what is it, NBC's power rankings?
CBS power rankings. We also have one Broncos storyline, but
you'll see Steve's obsession with a certain Broncos quarterback. We're unnamed. And then we're going to get into me and Steve's power rankings for running backs.
Yes, we have our running back power rankings, like we did with the quarterbacks last week. So we're gonna do Kev versus mine, and then we're also gonna compare our combined power rankings to CBS's NFL power rankings teams.
We'll compare and contrast.
Yeah, well, I think our list is better
against the pros.
We've seen this already, but
and so now we'll preview the HBO. This is the preview for Hard Knocks trailers, for the Giants.
I think the Jets are now on the clock.
We should stay and pick, right? This is Atlanta. What are you thinking?
Our team's not built. We're still adding pieces, but we still have the draft and free agency.
What about Brian Burns? Have you looked at Brian Burns? We would have to trade like 2 2s, and then you have to pay him $28-29 million.
Breaking news. Brian Burns to the New York Giants.
I'm a G-man.
With the 6th pick, the New York Giants select Malik Neighbors.
You ready to be a New York Giant?
Yes, sir. Let's do it. I am 5 months from the surgery, so progressing that. I've gotten hurt, but not like this.
When you win here, it's unlike anywhere else. You lose, they're going to be on your ass. It's New York, man.
He's doing everything he can to get back on the field.
Saquon, can you give me your word on that, or are you not going to give us a chance?
My job is to do what's best for the franchise.
Let's go!
All right. What are your thoughts?
You know Eli.
Bro, that trailer is sick.
This is their first time doing Hard Knocks?
Since I don't know, I've never been a Hard Knocks guy. I rarely got into it. Well, was the Jets last year or 2 years ago?
That's when I got into it too.
I think I got into it. Was it 2 years ago where it was the Lions?
I
think 2 years ago was the Lions.
One where like all those Dan Campbell speeches.
Yeah, Dan Campbell was like crying. Like Dan Campbell's sick. Honestly, that's what really got me into
see what's going on
the Lions. But we'll break down a couple things from that. So the first scene obviously starts out, they're on the phone during draft night with Atlanta.
Yeah.
And it seems like Atlanta's trying to trade up, right? Because the Giants, I remember Shane says, do you want to stick and pick? So I'm assuming Atlanta gave them a call to trade up.
I mean, there was a bunch of confusion around Atlanta's pick anyway. So maybe they were trying to make something last minute with the Giants and it just didn't work out. And that's why they ended up going with Penix. But I don't know. There was a lot of complaints with that draft pick from Atlanta, and I think it's not really a big deal. Kirk's probably got a couple more years, and then you have Penix sit behind him. Kirk's good.
Yeah.
So a lot of hate on that draft pick, but I think it was fine. But maybe they were trying to do something else. Maybe they didn't want to take a quarterback.
I don't know. To me, that draft pick didn't make any sense because, like, you just
Wait, what did they sign Kirk to?
they signed him to I think
4 years,
3
right?
years. Yeah, 3-year deal. But like, if you're signing Kirk, you're basically, it's like you're going all in. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like if you sign Kirk like that, you're going all in.
You saw the video of Kirk.
so he
Like,
got-
Kirk was confused.
Yeah, Kirk was tight. No,
Yeah,
Kirk was pissed.
He was, yeah.
And so Kirk got 4-year.
$180 million.
Yeah, people say Kirk Cousins' agent is the best agent in NFL football history.
The
'cause
Falcons.
he gets the
no, there
most-
was some sus stuff.
Oh yeah,
because
because they got. I'm pretty sure they got their next round draft pick banned.
Yes, they
Or-
lost some picks.
Yeah, I don't know what round it is, but they definitely. So there was some, like, I guess what was it, inside trading or whatever.
I don't really know what could happen there. They had to forfeit a 2025 fifth round pick, and they were fined $250,000.
Oh, 250,000. That's like pocket change for the Falcons.
Tampering charges.
Tampering.
But it couldn't have been that serious because only a fifth round pick and $250,000 to the organization.
Kirk Cousins' contract is the equivalent of the Mets guy. What's his name? Bobby Bonilla. He's getting paid by the Mets until 2035.
Holy.
He's been retired for like,
God.
I think over a decade now.
Wait,
and he's,
what?
He's still getting paid. Yeah, because they like, I don't know.
What did they sign? A 30-year deal?
No, the MLB like backloads contracts. It's weird. But anyway, I disagree with the Penix signing. Like, bro, you just signed Kirk Cousins. You have 4 years to get to a Super Bowl. Like, you just draft the best player that can make an instant impact, not
As
a
punishment-
backup quarterback.
As punishment, Kirk has to play 30% of the defensive snaps at safety.
Yeah, Kirk. No, I mean, and I like Kirk too. It's not like he's a bad quarterback, and they might need the rookie to come in to like save the season. Like, Kirk is a good quarterback, and they dedicated so much money to him.
Yeah.
They gave him $100 million guaranteed.
It was all just weird, the whole situation.
No, yeah, the
Because
Atlanta.
from the beginning, when they got Kirk, there was talks about the tampering thing. So I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know what was up with it.
And
I really would like to know what who they say they traded with the Vikings.
Atlanta did.
Yeah.
Oh, Atlanta
Kirk.
traded. Yeah, so they definitely wanted to trade with the Giants then. If they traded with
Breaking
Minnesota.
the rules during recruitment of quarterback Kirk Cousins, while the Eagles are in hot water for doing the same with running back Saquon Barkley. Is that true?
Yeah, the Eagles were supposedly tampering, but I think it's fine.
All right. So that might have something to do with why they mentioned why they had Saquon on the phone in Hard Knocks. Maybe we'll get some insight on that too.
I don't know, maybe. But the other quote I want to pull from the trailer was the Joe Shane, the GM, saying, "Saquon, can you give me your word on that, or are you not going to give us a chance?" I think that has something. That definitely has like implications of him going to Philly.
Yeah.
For sure. What I think happened was they were gonna match Philly's offer. Like, I think they obviously, Saquon was a free agent and he was going to different teams.
Yep.
And I think he told the Giants that Philly were interested in him, and I think Shane wanted Saquon to tell the Giants what they offered him, and they might have matched him. So that's the point where he says, "Can you give me your word?" Saying that Saquon would tell the Giants what the Philly offered them, and then potentially match him. But I think Saquon just got the contract at Philly and just signed it and was like, "Screw you guys, I'm out of here."
Quote from the New York Post here from Saquon himself that he was relieved that the business side is over and he can now focus on winning games.
That's kind of a shot at the Giants. All right. And then later on in the video, Shane also says, "My job is to do what's best for the franchise." Do you think getting rid of Saquon was better or worse for the Giants?
I think it's fine. I mean, you had that Saquon drama with the money and everything like that, and the last thing the Giants really need to help them out right now is a running back. So, and while he's really good, like, he wasn't really changing the game for the Giants, I feel like. So,
Yeah.
I think Neighbors is a good pickup. Obviously, I think he has a better shot at making a big difference with the team than and Burns too.
Yeah. No, I agree with it. Because even
But the defense has looked good for a while.
the defense, yeah. But even, let's say the Giants they were kind of screwed. Like no matter what they did, they were going to get criticized. They let Saquon go. Everyone's like, why would you let him go? He was the entire offense. Granted, he was kind of the entire offense last
Yeah,
year.
but was he winning games for them?
Not really. He also is injury prone. But
Yeah.
even if they sign him and then he goes out there and gets injured in week 4, tears his ACL, then everyone in the media is like, that's why you don't sign a running back. The Giants suck.
Yep.
They're a terrible organization.
Well, think about the position that you guys would be in if you paid him $37.5 million.
I know,
what I mean?
yeah. They
You
would
just-
be
they just
really
don't have the money
tied.
right now.
I don't think they wouldn't have been able to get Burns.
Giants have to focus on putting the pieces together right now.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
Saquon's the last thing that they need to worry about.
And then
Again,
I'm-
it's not that he's not good.
No,
but
yeah,
it's
he's
just-
good. He's
If you're not literally like winning games for your team at like if the team can't figure it out and you're not winning games for them, there's no point in taking that chance again.
yeah, I agree. And also, you lose Saquon, but you get Burns. I think the defensive line is more important than a running back.
Yeah.
Because the defensive line together can run a game. Like they can completely shut down the other offense.
Yep.
Meanwhile,
And then-
Saquon, the other team would just sell out and stack the box to stop him, and then it would work, and then the Giants would be screwed because they can't throw the ball because they have no one to throw it to.
yeah.
So that's what do you think?
I mean, I think Jones has it in him too. So maybe if you give him the right targets, this could
Yeah.
this could be a good year.
He's never had a wide receiver one.
Yeah.
Never.
Or even if he has, they're injured.
Yeah, they're
or they
injured.
get divorced and write a song about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. But next we'll go to you want to go to the Jets drama?
One last comment.
Yeah,
The
one more.
Giants want to avoid distractions from the Hard Knock spotlight and focus on improving from their 6-11 finish in the 2023 season.
Okay.
So let's see if they get the pieces together.
Let's pray that they figure this shit out.
Yeah, I feel bad we haven't really chatted about the Giants too much. I'm glad they're going to be on Hard Knocks because we'll have a lot to say.
I know they don't
guys
have
don't
as
have,
much
like, a dramatic
stories.
quarterback.
Yeah, exactly. We don't have Rodgers, bro. Rodgers comes to New York, bro. There'd be a story about the Giants every week.
Yeah, I don't know. He says all the time. Coming to New York was like a whole new life for me. Going to all these sporting events with the teammates and stuff, which I like. I like seeing that. It's cool and it's fun.
Yeah, he's
But,
supporting the city.
Like part of me really thinks, and like you start to realize with him on McAfee every week last year. You know, he's at every sporting event, concert imaginable. And then there's just so much talk about him. Like you can, like when he was on the Packers, they chatted about him a little bit with the COVID stuff. But now that he's
Yeah.
really had his chance, you know, in the New York media to, you know, just stir up as much drama
yeah.
and political nonsense that he can is just
The New York media
becoming
just
more and more-
overreacts to
Yeah,
every
exactly,
single little
exactly.
piece.
That's why, like, in
Rodgers could be like, "Oh, I walked outside and walked my dog today," and the New York media would be like, "Oh my God, Rodgers!" Like,
Rodgers' dog is doing ayahuasca.
yeah, Rodgers' dog.
Yeah, but I'm excited for Hard Knocks. I think it's cool the way they can really make just like training camp look so
Yeah,
much like a show. You
Yeah,
know,
and they
make it
get-
so dramatic.
I love. Yeah, they make it really dramatic. It's well produced, and then also I like that you get to see the insides of like what
Yeah.
the team did.
Yeah, you get to see like them like joke around with each other and stuff. Like you don't really
Yeah.
ever get to see that stuff.
You can see
besides,
the
like mic'd up.
Yeah, you can see the real like dynamic with the team inside, like not behind like closed doors. Because
Yeah.
a lot of teams have internal drama, but it's just you don't see it because it's internal. Like you're not on the inside.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, all these teams, like, there's probably so much stuff that we don't know that's went down. You know,
Oh
just
my
because
God.
not all of
Yeah,
the
there's
teams can
probably
be on
so
Hard Knocks.
much.
The Jets have that one Jets drive, which is really cool. They produce like 45 to an hour like long episodes like weekly during the season or every 2 weeks or so, and those are produced really well too, and you get some inside stories. So even though they're not doing Hard Knocks, it's still pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty interesting.
Yep.
Next, you want to go to some Jets
quickly,
Jets stories?
we have a couple Jets storylines. Jim Pons, who was a film and video editor for the Jets in the 70s, is now suing for the logo design. So I guess back in the 70s, like all the way back then, he created this emblem for the Jets, and he wants money for it now, since I guess they're going back to it. You know, they're reverting back to the old uniforms and the old logo and stuff. So I guess, you know, he wants credit for it, so he's suing. I don't really know the details of the whole thing, but I read the story a little bit, and it looks like he wants some money from the team.
He's trying to get that bag.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be a little tight too. I mean, the Jets have the money to pay the guy for a logo. Pretty simple logo too, just Jets.
So the current Jets logo they have right now is what he's suing for?
Yeah. So we've always had. So we had the one that we have now is the old logo that they used to use when they had the plane. But now it just says Jets. in like that specific font, and then we switched to the football that said Jets in it.
Yeah.
From like 2000 to 2000. Here we got the. Yeah, perfect. So this one, 1978 to 1997, we went back to this one.
I like that one,
So
honestly.
we were using this 2024 to now. We basically just put the logo from 97 in the logo from 2019 to 2024. I like the current one a lot. I think it's cool. It's like simpler and stuff. I will say though, the 2019 to 2024 is classic.
Yeah, I
like
was
that.
gonna
like
say
that
the
one best.
2019 one is kind of
Yeah,
fire.
it was clean. I don't know why they changed it. Yeah. And the uniforms we're going back to the 97 uniforms as well. Which I need to get a Rodgers jersey in the new unis because I just bought the Garrett Wilson one. He changed his number and they changed the uniforms.
He was 17 last year,
He
right?
was 17.
What is he
and,
now?
Now he's 5.
Oh, really?
Yep. So I got a legacy jersey, I guess.
I like the 17, bro. I like the number 17.
Why? Why does he need to change his number?
I don't know.
I commented on his TikTok. I said, "Don't change your number. I just bought your jersey."
You're still waiting for a response.
Yeah, he hit me back.
Oh,
but,
he did?
We were hanging out.
No,
a
he
couple
texted
times.
you.
Yeah.
He was like, bro, don't comment on my TikTok, bro. Just text me. Give me a call.
He FaceTimed me.
Yeah.
He said, "You coming to the game?"
Rogers was in the back, like ripping ayahuasca.
He's like tripping out with the hat, man.
Yeah.
Another Jet story, the whole thing with the Rodgers absence. So all this stuff looks like it's just coming out now, but supposedly he missed the mandatory training camp due to a pre-planned trip to Egypt. This trip was scheduled back when he was in recovery for the Achilles surgery.
Bro,
I
what
mean,
is he doing in Egypt,
That's
bro?
what I'm wondering. Honestly, it makes sense though because we didn't hear
Bro,
we
he's
didn't
like-
hear anything from him until he got back from this Egypt
He's
trip. And
touring the
now
pyramids,
he,
bro.
he was at a UFC fight on Saturday. Or what was the card?
It was in New York, right?
I guess so.
I think it
You know
was,
more
yeah.
about UFC than me.
I think
Will,
it-
where are you?
Yeah, where's shout out Will.
Shout out Rob.
Shout out Johnny, shout out Ron.
Yeah, I mean, again, like a lot of drama with where he was, so that means Saleh knew about it. Probably most of the coaching staff knew about it. I don't know what he was doing in Egypt. I'm assuming it was something to do with drugs.
Definitely.
I had originally heard a story that he was trying to get away from the Hat Man by going to Costa Rica to see like a monk or something.
That's the New York media for you, bro. They're just coming up with random stories.
Yeah, seriously. I don't know. At this point, again, I really like the hype around Rodgers. I liked it last year, but
They're dragging it at this point.
yeah, seriously. I mean,
They are dragging it.
but that's the thing. It's the same thing as us. We're trying to drag out every little story because there's nothing to talk about in the off season, really. At least
Yeah.
in this point in the off season, and there's nothing really to talk about.
Yeah, no, now.
Draft is good time. We're way past the draft. Free agency is a good time.
Yeah.
But again, like all
Now
that's
is
really over. so-
now is truly the dead
We're
time
in the
'cause
gutter
it's,
right now.
It's still early for like fantasy. I know we did kind of fantasy quarterbacks last week, but
Yeah.
still, it's like you don't even the fantasy really starts to pop off once like training camp
Yep.
starts.
Yeah, I mean, the team's not really concerned with his absence, regardless, like of the situation where he was, whatever. It was just a mini camp. He's going to be back for training camp confirmed. I mean, he is back already, but he'll be at the training camp, which I will be at as well. Hopefully, like I don't think I'm going to go to multiple, but I'm going to go to one.
Is that the one where they play the Giants?
No, I think the one where they play the Giants is on a weekday, so you won't be able to go. Neither will I, because I'm off this week, so I'm probably gonna go to the Saturday one. Yeah, I mean I'm excited to see how the training camp goes. I think we'll get a little bit more of a better outlook on how Rodgers is gonna do based on the training camp. Maybe he figured something out while he was in Egypt. What's next? What are we trying to do?
I think the Zach. You want to do
Oh,
the Zach Wilson
you
thing?
spoiled it.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so congrats to Zach Wilson and his what do you call it, a fiance now?
Yeah.
Yeah, congrats to Zach Wilson, the GOAT. His hair looks good. He's got a new look in Denver. I don't know if you guys saw those new flicks of him in his uniform.
Bro, the way you're talking about him, you should have got engaged to him.
Yeah, we were thinking about it.
Yeah.
So he's been dating this girl Jean Nicolette since 2022, and they're engaged. So congrats to Zach. And wow, she looks different on the right there. Or is that his mom? wait. I think that's
Yo,
on the
the computer's not going down.
Wait. Okay, yeah. On the left is his mom. I was gonna say she must have underwent some kind of procedure or something because she looks very different in the right picture. But yeah, congrats to Zach, right? The new starting quarterback for the Broncos.
Bro.
Bo Nix, who?
Yeah. Steve thinks the Broncos are going to be like an elite team with Sean Payton.
Imagine Sam Darnold starts for the Vikings and does good, and then Zach does very good with the Broncos and starts.
Would be a bad look for the Jets.
It's always a bad look for the Jets. Everything's a bad look for them. Rodgers is going to get traded midseason.
Yeah.
That's all for Jets storylines. We are going to now cover our power rankings.
We'll do.
Well, we're going to do our running back power rankings, Kev's versus mine. So it's going to be similar to the breakdown we had last week
with the quarterbacks. Yeah.
Right. So I think the one is unanimous.
Yeah. CMC.
Yep. I have CMC.
That's
at
easy,
one.
bro.
Yep.
He is so good, bro. Like,
Yeah.
it's not even fair. Although, this is a big point. He's on the Madden cover now. If you're into superstitions, bro, the Madden cover is a curse.
This could be the year of the downfall of CMC. Well, he'll probably just get injured again, if anything.
Yeah.
He's been on a hot streak of not getting injured.
That's a curse. Yeah, that's the curse.
Yeah.
They get hurt or they fall off.
Who was it last year, Allen?
I think it was Allen.
I
Yeah.
think it was, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he still played like a dog.
He played pretty good, but I think it's specifically running back curse. Like the past couple running backs, I don't know the exact people, but the past couple running backs that have been on the cover, like they either got hurt the next season or their like stats significantly dropped off.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I mean, again, the thing with Allen is like you can't say he was affected by the Madden curse because he's always throwing 20 picks a season.
Yeah, no, he's a liver.
He gets
die.
clowned for that a lot. He really does. I think he's a great quarterback though, but he's got to tone it down with the picks.
Well, yeah, he tries to be a hero.
Sometimes he's forced in those situations.
I know. Yeah, but he forces the ball a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go back to the running backs. We'll get more into Josh Allen later.
Yeah. So our number one, we both have CMC. Who is your two?
Bro, who is your two?
You want to know my two?
Yeah.
Anyone want to guess?
Yeah.
It's Breece Hall.
Yeah, our twos are the same.
Dog.
I just think Breece is number two because no one else is running the ball. All the other Jets running backs are terrible.
We have a lot of like randoms.
Yeah, like,
Michael Carter. I like Michael Carter. He's on the Cardinals now.
Yeah, he left. I was gonna say I actually did like him too, but
Izzy Bonaconda was supposed to get a bunch of touches last year. Every time we would play bad in a game. Oh, we're gonna work Izzy into the offense next week, and then he would get like 2 touches. We got the new guy too. Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank on what his name is, but we got another rookie. Yeah, so he'll probably see the field a little bit, hopefully. But we still have Izzy, so hopefully we'll use him and Breece a lot.
Breece is just gonna get the ball a lot.
Yeah, they throw the ball to Breece a lot too.
If the Jets offense is anything better than last year, he'll get a lot of points.
Yep. If we Isaiah Davis.
Oh, that's the other running back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So actually, it looks like Isaiah is third. Oh, Braylon Allen. Yeah. So Braylon Allen's 2, and then Isaiah Davis is 3. So Izzy is 4. So I guess he wasn't. Too hot.
He definitely was not. I don't even know who that guy is. Yeah.
They said we're gonna work him into the offense a little more, and then that changed after I guess they saw him in practice. So.
All right, so that's your 2. We both got Breece at 2.
Yeah,
who do you
Breece
have at 3?
Breece is gonna be getting a lot of those.
This is where I
checkdowns
think
again.
the list will be different.
I mean, I have Bijan at 3.
Okay.
Wait, who's your 2?
I said Breece. What do you mean?
Wait, you have Breece at your 2 also?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
I said it like 3 times.
My bad. Let's go. I thought you were not gonna like that.
No.
All right, I have Bijan at 3.
I don't mind the Bijan pick. I like him. He's obviously on the list, but only reason I don't have Bijan as high is because he's gonna split with Algier. I think he's still on Atlanta. I'm pretty sure. Atlanta. Is he still on Atlanta? And I think isn't Cordell Patterson still on Atlanta too?
I believe so.
Yeah. So we got Bijan.
we got
Algier's there.
No Cordero.
Okay, so Cordero's gone, but still.
I remember hearing about Cordero getting traded too. I just don't know where he went.
Algier is. I mean, but the thing is, they have a whole new like offensive coordinator and stuff, and
new coach too.
They have a new coach. Yeah, Arthur Smith was
Morris.
horrible, bro. He had no idea what he was doing. So,
so hopefully we see a little bit more. Well, Bijan's getting the ball a lot. Like he's catching the ball a lot.
No, yeah, that's his specialty. Is honestly receiving. He's really good at receiving.
So that's
he has the upside to be like he can be. I could see him being number 1 overall. Like I could even see him passing McCaffrey because he's similar to McCaffrey in the sense where he gets the ball so
he went
much.
2nd overall in our fantasy draft last year.
Ron, shout out Ron
as a rookie.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was early, but.
So who's your 3?
I was thinking about it. My 3 is Kyren Williams on the Rams.
Interesting.
Because there's no one else on the Rams that's really good.
Okay, I see you.
And he was so good last year. The Rams always have these like random players just like pop off, come out of nowhere.
They
Like-
do. Like halfway through the season,
Yeah, halfway.
there'll be that Rams
I remember
guy
it was
that you pick
Henderson a
up.
couple years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah, yeah.
And
I liked Henderson.
yeah, I did like Darrell Henderson. I remember I picked him up in fantasy one year, and he was like a dog,
I
bro.
was
He
trying
was
to
so
jam him
good.
into trades to try and get some good stuff, like a bunch a couple of years ago.
So yeah, that's who I have at 3. The Rams are obviously a good offense.
Aaron had a 1,000-yard season last year.
Yeah, no, he played so good. And he didn't get I don't think he gets a lot of touches.
12 touchdowns. He was averaging 5 yards a carry.
Yeah.
good.
But he still doesn't even have the amount of touches as like most of the other guys. Like he has less than James Cook, he has less than Najee, less than Joe Mixon, less than Travis Etienne.
Forgot about Najee. I think Najee's gonna have a good year too.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't have him on my list, but my 4.
I don't have him
my
either.
4 is Saquon.
4, I have Jonathan Taylor.
Okay.
Only reason I don't have Saquon higher is because I think anytime the Eagles go down at the 1 yard line, Saquon is never going to score a touchdown ever. So just like stats wise, it's gonna like Hurts is gonna vulture all his touchdowns
True.
if he gets tackled at the 1 or the 2, because you know they're gonna do the tush push.
You know
I
what?
don't think it's gonna be as effective though, because Kelsey's gone.
Also, why wouldn't you? I never understood this. Like, I don't know if it's just to get Hurts like points or whatever, but why not just run the tush push with somebody else, like a bigger guy? And plus, you're putting like Hurts is gonna break his neck or something, dude.
Because you get an extra blocker if you run it with a quarterback. You can bring in like another offensive lineman.
Yeah.
If you run it with I guess you could just line like a running back up at quarterback and just direct snap the ball and not even have Hurts on the field.
You don't you wouldn't say they're gonna start giving Saquon the ball at the 1 yard line? Just
No,
you
they're
think
gonna
still do the tush push.
Why would they not do the tush
No,
push?
yeah, but
Dude,
no Kelsey might make a difference.
it might make a difference, but of
Yeah.
Kelsey and Hurts. I mean, Saquon and Hurts. Saquon's like 5'11". I think Hurts is probably like 6'2" ish.
I think running backs are usually shorter.
Yeah, they usually
Hurts
are.
is pretty tall.
They're usually running back like height ranges is
Imagine
usually
Kyler
like,
Murray doing the tush push.
yeah.
He'd be dead.
But yeah, I think. I mean, I get your point of lining the running back up, but bro, they were like 90.
Not even. You don't even.
They
have
were
to-
96% effective from the 1 yard line, like getting that 1 yard.
Yeah, but imagine
so why would you not
imagine you just threw
continue?
your fullback out there.
Most teams don't even have a fullback
I know.
anymore.
Yeah.
They really cut him. Imagine throwing another offensive lineman behind. Like, imagine.
Yeah. I mean, you're just pushing the guy.
Yeah.
The thing I'd worry about with the offensive linemen, bro, is they drop the ball, bro.
Yeah, so it says last season the Eagles had a success rate of 93.5% when
Jesus.
running the tush push.
Why did more teams not just do it?
Because, dude, other teams tried it and they were not as good.
They got
Dude,
they,
the Giants
they must
used to
have
try
worked
and
on
run it.
that all year. At
Oh, yeah,
practice,
probably in training camp they were like, yo, let's just run this play. We'll get
Yeah,
1
the
yard.
thing is, if they do it, like if they do it in practice a lot, more risk of injury. So
I know.
who knows?
But they probably don't go
they probably
like,
have a way
as
of doing it
hard,
without.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or
You
maybe,
know what they do? They probably just don't put a defensive line out there. You know what I mean? Try and just work it with the
Yeah.
offensive line.
dude, that's like a rugby play, the tush push. If you ever watch rugby, like they probably were inspired,
Imagine
bro.
being Kelsey though in that fucking pile.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, bro. And he's like, bro, we're at the 1 yard line again, bro. Come on.
He's like, God damn it, bro. Although no,
The fourth time that game.
dude, Kelsey's like a weirdo though. He was probably like, let's do it, bro. Let's do it.
He's hype. He's
like,
hype.
I just want to lean into the like guy, pause, and then just like try and push as much weight as possible.
What's your opinion on the Kelsey brothers?
I like Jason. I hate Travis.
To be honest, I don't really mind Jason, but they are both like super like attention seeking. If their podcasts are they're always attention seeking. Anytime they go out to an event, like Jason Kelsey at that Adele concert, he's like screaming out loud.
No, that was
Dude,
Taylor Swift. No,
No. So it was Jason Kelsey was at an Adele concert and he was like screaming super loud, like singing the song, and like the media's like taking videos of Jason Kelsey at Adele concert, bro.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna get a video of him eating breakfast.
bro loves Adele, bro. Let him cook.
I don't know. Him and Travis. Oh my god.
Yeah, that.
Be like this when he's screaming at the Chiefs game, bro.
Well, that was the Chiefs
That was
game,
another
bro.
thing.
If your brother was playing in the Super Bowl, bro, you'd probably be getting pretty lit.
Come on, bro. He's not clout chasing a little bit with his shirt off, screaming in the booth, bro, with everybody. Come on.
He definitely is a little bit, but
Yeah. I don't know.
all right. So we'll go next. So
Yeah.
What were
So
we on? 4?
We were at 4.
Jesus,
I had
bro, we got
Saquon
so
at 4.
sidetracked.
I had Saquon at 4. You had Taylor, right?
Yeah.
Taylor's my 5.
Okay, and Saquon's my 5. So we just flip flopped them.
Yeah, I'm excited for Jonathan Taylor this year because last year the whole thing with him holding out.
Yeah.
And then I think he got hurt the year prior. So
Yeah, he did.
let's get a full season out of him and see how that goes.
And also, like, we didn't even get to see him and who's the quarterback? Anthony Richardson, AR-15. Oh, I got to blur that out, bro. No gun violence on the channel.
So only 7 touchdowns on the season last year for Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, but I don't think, how many games did he play? He didn't play in that many
He only
games.
missed the first 4, didn't he?
I think he missed first 4 or 5, but he had a lot of yards. And their offense, they had the backup quarterback
Yeah.
the entire year.
Right.
So you miss. That's like a key to a running back. Honestly, is like fantasy wise. I'm saying is like if the offense is good and they can score some touchdowns, like that makes a huge difference. Even and Jonathan Taylor is really good at receiving. That's another thing that they didn't really use him that much last year. And Anthony,
Well, they had their whole offense in shambles after
Richardson got
But
hurt.
props to Gardner Minshew, man. Holy shit. Got him to the playoffs.
I know. I think Minshew's actually
He's a dog.
Minshew's underrated,
Best
bro.
backup in the league.
Yeah, he's underrated. He is definitely.
Where is he now?
Minshew? I think he's on the Raiders. He is.
Raiders, yep.
Because the Raiders don't know who they're going to have a quarterback. It's probably going to be Minshew. I think it's between Minshew, Aiden O'Connell. He played a little bit there. And, they drafted the quarterback. What's his name? Didn't they draft a quarterback?
Who?
The Raiders.
No, they got O'Connell.
I think they drafted a rookie quarterback. Let's look this up. They got Brock Bowers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that because I had wanted Bowers, but
Bowers is really good.
Olu, I'm hyped.
And the center they got Jackson Powers Johnson. He's apparently good. So, I mean, they're building the team up, but they still really don't have a quarterback. I think Gardner will start.
Yeah, the Raiders. They were. The thing is though, they were like a mess last year. Like new coach, middle of the season.
What is it? Antonio Pierce, former
Jimmy
Giant.
Garoppolo at the beginning of the season.
Oh, he might still be there.
Yeah, I
Is
don't
he
even
still?
know. He was pretty bad.
Yeah.
He is probably still there though. He was pretty bad, and then he got replaced by O'Connell, and then O'Connell was like pretty mid. But then again, like new coach and O'Connell came in at the same time, so they started about the same time.
Yeah. Okay, so Jimmy G is gone.
Jimmy G is gone.
I think so. It's going to be between O'Connell and Gardner, bro. I
Yeah.
think Gardner is going to have that job
Oh yeah,
by at least week 3.
hope so. Jimmy G is on the Rams.
The Rams. Okay, so he backs up Stafford.
Yeah,
All right, so let's go to 6.
yeah. I have Derrick Henry at my 6.
Henry. Okay, I
I'm
respect
excited
that.
to see what he's gonna do with the Ravens.
Henry's on my list. At 6, I have Bijan. Like I said before, Algier's going to probably take some touches away. But Bijan has the upside, bro. Bijan is a beast. I was gassing up last year out of Texas. If I had to pick a college football team, it would be Texas.
Thing is,
Hook 'em
like,
horns.
I
Oh, no.
know-
Is it this? Yeah, it's up. Don't do it down.
I know I said Bijan's like a good running back to throw to, but you do have Drake London as well.
And Pitts.
Yeah, so it really depends on who Kirk is gonna, want his primary
I
target
know,
to be,
yeah.
whoever he gets comfortable with. Because if he's got another Justin Jefferson situation going on with, like, say,
Oh my
Drake London,
God,
for
bro.
example, and he's just throwing it
Dude,
to him every
Kirk.
time.
It also depends on like the offensive coordinator. Like if
Yeah.
they really get Bijan involved, he could score a lot of points, but they might just be an air heavy, like a air raid type of team.
Yeah,
Just go through the air. Cause bro, you have Pitts and London, and they have Mooney, who's a solid wide receiver too.
yeah.
They
solid lineup.
they have a solid team. That's why
That's why we moved them up.
Atlanta's
on
a
our
dark
rankings
horse,
little
bro.
bit. Yeah, I'm
Atlanta
excited
is
to
a
see what they
dark
do.
horse.
Yeah. So my 6 was Henry. My 7. Who's your 7?
My 7, I have Henry.
You have
So
Henry at
we're
7,
pretty
so
close. Yeah.
I have Gibbs at 7.
Okay, Gibbs. Gibbs is on my list too. Henry, we didn't really go into Henry. Bro, the RPO option with Lamar and Derrick Henry is going to be the craziest thing ever, bro. Because it's like, all right, so you obviously know an RPO. You hand it off to the running back or you keep it as the quarterback, depending on what the defensive end is doing. Bro, imagine that.
Didn't that flag football team that just won the championship do that a lot?
Probably.
Yeah.
RPOs really work well if the quarterback's good at him. But, dude, Lamar is just like, Lamar and Henry is a crazy combo. Because it's like, Lamar is obviously fast as hell, and so is Henry. But Henry's 6'4". Lamar's more elusive, but
Yeah, but that's the
Even
thing. That's why the
still, bro.
option is going to be so good
I know,
because
'cause
Lamar is so loose.
you get the best of both worlds.
Yeah. So if Lamar is giving that to Henry because he knows that he's gonna get stuffed if he takes it himself, that's gonna be pretty good. I'd like to see how that goes down. We got a lot of interesting A lot of interesting, moves this
Yeah,
offseason.
the offseason was pretty crazy for the running back
I think
specifically.
last season was a crazier offseason though.
I think
the
in
whole
total
Rodgers
maybe.
thing.
Yeah, in total maybe, but I think the running back specifically this offseason was actually like absolutely crazy.
We had
Because you have like 3 of the top 5 running backs going. You had Saquon, Henry, and I guess just those 2, but even that, those are 2 like big names.
Who's your 8?
8, I have Gibbs.
You
So
have
I'm
Gibbs at
just
8?
one behind you on every single pick.
Is Josh Jacobs your 9 then?
Maybe. I'm not gonna spoil it yet.
He's my 8.
Let's go into Gibbs. Or
Don't want to talk Gibbs a little bit. Montgomery's gone. Montgomery's been gone 2 years now.
no. Montgomery Montgomery gone?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Montgomery was on the Bears. Came to the Lions.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're still going to be splitting or what, but Montgomery's definitely older now.
Well, end of the season, Gibbs started to really take over. So, I mean, he's trending upwards as opposed to Montgomery. But, bro, like, Montgomery's still a beast, bro. He is older, but he's still a beast.
What was Gibbs? 10th? What is he? 10th in touchdowns last year?
I don't know, but I know Montgomery was, like, up there for the most rushing yards in the season. He had, so Gibbs' season last year, he had 945 yards, 10 touchdowns. Yeah,
10th in touchdowns.
10th in touchdowns and 10th.
Averaging 5.2 yards a carry.
That's actually really
right?
good.
Yeah.
No, that's really good. Usually, if you can get above like 4,
Yeah,
that's good.
I think Brees was 4.5.
And if you think about these stats, bro,
So actually, Montgomery was tied for 5th in touchdowns last year.
I know
Averaging 4.6.
that's what I'm
yards a
saying.
carry.
Montgomery's
So,
a
yeah, you're
beast. However,
Right. Yeah.
and this Gibbs didn't really play for the first like 5 weeks.
Yeah,
like he
didn't.
played,
They didn't
but
use him at all.
Montgomery was
Yep.
really the main guy.
Mhm.
And then towards the end, Gibbs really like if you looked at a chart of both of them going up and down, it would literally be like an inverse chart. It'd be like
Montgomery's still pretty young too. He's only 27.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really not that old. He's still the age 28 is really the time in which running backs.
So I'm not even
Supposedly go
against
downhill.
putting like a Gibbs / Montgomery at 7 instead.
Oh yeah,
You
I'd
know?
be so down for that. Yeah,
like
because
that's pretty fair.
they're both thunder and lightning, and if one of them gets hurt, the other one is literally like a top 3 option,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
immediately. So you can take the swing on the upside.
So yeah,
I like
have-
Gibbs personally a little bit better though, because
Yeah,
he's just
younger guy.
He's more explosive.
Yep.
He's fast as hell.
I like I said, I had Jacobs at 8. He
He went to
had a good season.
Green
last
Bay.
Year.
Yeah, he had a good
Green
season
Bay.
last year, and he went to Green Bay, a
Oh,
better
and
situation.
Look at Green Bay, man. I mean, he was tied for. He only had 6 touchdowns last year, but what were all those points coming from then?
He got a lot of receptions,
That had to
but
be it, I guess.
but it's
yeah.
also just like the Raiders' offense in general was just so bad. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the running back. If a running back's in a really bad offense, they typically don't tend to do as well. But Green Bay, only reason I have Jacobs a little bit lower is because they have AJ Dillon,
yeah.
and he's definitely going to take some volume away, but he's not. I mean,
That's
he's
kind of how it went
he's
down
more
with
of the
Aaron
red zone
Jones.
guy. Yeah. Jacobs is going to be the 3-down back though. Like probably he'll come down on first. Honestly, probably first, second, third. But then once they get into the red zone, it's going to be AJ Dillon time because he's a beast, bro. AJ Dillon squats like 700 pounds.
Damn.
Yeah, like they call him the Quad Father. Him and Saquon.
Tony Pollard's a sleeper too in the Titans now.
Yeah, I don't know. Tony Pollard wasn't that good against.
I don't have him on my list, but
Yeah, I don't either.
I think,
He wasn't that good on the Cowboys last year.
No?
He was like all right.
I can't believe they got Zeke back. That's pretty crazy. Bro went on vacation to the Pats.
Well, it's because Zeke and Dak are like best friends.
Yeah.
They're like literally boys.
I think that's such a weird concept when they like leave and then come back to their team.
Yeah,
Same thing with Revis. Revis went to the Pats and then came back.
Revis Island, baby.
Yeah.
So now we'll go to 9. Who do you have at 9?
ETN.
Yep. So me and you agree on that one.
Nice.
ETN's obviously good. They have Tank Bigsby down in Jacksonville. He might take a little volume, but it's just like ETN. Even last year, like I feel like he didn't even play that well. He was like very inconsistent. No, he started out well.
Started
and then,
out really well, yeah.
Yeah, but I guess everyone on the Jaguars started out well, and then it just went downhill, bro. It
ETN
was
was
like,
9th in touchdowns
it was
last
literally-
season.
yeah, it was like a plummet straight down. Look,
He
he
had
had
a
the
1,000-yard
fourth
season, but
he
he
had
was
the
only
fourth
averaging-
most carries, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't average, so he wasn't
But
very
good.
efficient.
That workload though is like what you want to see.
Yeah,
From a fantasy standpoint at least.
he wasn't very efficient because he only averaged 3.8. He was like 150 ranked in the regular season, but he got you love the volume, bro. 267 carries is crazy, especially because he's not that big of a guy. He's 5'10", 215. He's actually bigger than I thought, but I don't know. Usually that's why running backs are so tough, because they have so much wear and tear. Usually, like, the only person that really doesn't show too much signs of slowing down is Henry.
The thing is,
He's
like,
the
yeah,
only
you're
guy.
right. The workload can change like any given week. So, like, say they're like not feeling up to it, they can always work in another guy.
Yeah.
So you never know. ETN averaged 16.6 fantasy points per game last season, which is really good.
That's
like,
really good. But if you looked at his second half of the season, bro, the fall off needs to be studied.
The entire
the entire
Jaguars.
Jaguars. Yeah. It's not
team
him
needs to be
specifically.
studied, that fall off.
It's not him
Unbelievable.
specifically.
Unbelievable what they did.
All right, and we'll move on to 10 now. Who do you got?
I have Kieran at 10.
Kieran. Okay. I have a slash on this one. I have Pacheco / Jacobs. I think Jacobs is better, but Pacheco is obviously, he's just in such a good offense that like the Chiefs are going to score so many points if they get down.
Pacheco had a really good postseason.
Yeah. If they get down anywhere within like the 3-yard line, he's such a hard runner that it's just like crazy. And then the only other person that might compete with Pacheco is Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but like, bro, he is not good.
He was non-existent last season.
I know.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember when he got drafted, bro. I took him in fantasy in one of my leagues in like the 3rd round. And my friend who was a Chiefs fan was like, bro, that was the worst pick you could have taken. And I was like, no, bro, he's going to be good. He's on the Chiefs. Never panned out to be good.
205 carries for Pacheco last season.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. What was he, second?
No, 22nd.
Oh.
Yeah, no, ETN had a lot more.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Pacheco, it's just literally he's on the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna. That's it. That's your only argument.
If you're a no-name guy and you're a running back or receiver for the Chiefs, like, and you start to like, you know, get your name out there like in the middle of the season, like you're gonna be a big name in the for fantasy in the beginning of the following season, and then by the end of the season you'll be kind of like filtered out.
And it's also a thing since the Chiefs, they played bad during the regular season last year. I don't think they're going to play as bad as they did last year. If they're killing teams, bro, like let's say they're up by 3 scores in like the 3rd quarter. Guess who's getting the ball every play? They're just going to want to burn clock, and he'll get the volume, you know?
I mean, I think that's the thing too. Like the Chiefs like rarely run the ball too. You know what I mean? Like, they're always just gonna have Mahomes doing his like
I know,
trickery and
yeah.
stuff, so.
But however, if they're like killing teams, they'll start running the ball. He'll probably get some touches.
Like really, Mahomes and Kelsey have been like the only consistent Chiefs.
The dynamic
last
to
5-6 years.
Yeah.
You know, which is like
that's all you need though.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
Tyreek
really,
when he was there was good.
Oh well, yeah, of course, yeah. To be honest, if they still had Tyreek, that'd be insane.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
bro.
they'd probably three-peat
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even think it would be close.
until they play the Jets in the AFC Championship. So yeah, that was I have Kieran at 10. Our lists are pretty similar.
Yeah, we would have like 1 or 2 spots different, but
Yeah,
other than
just like up
that,
and down,
yeah, it was like the same. And so now we'll go to do you want to go to team records or no, best teams in the NFL, like the rankings?
Yeah, I don't have anything else really to go over. I think we can go into our power rankings. Yeah.
So Steve has the Jets at 1 and
Giants at 2.
Giants at 2. Yeah, I have the Giants at 1. He has the Jets at 1. So
yeah, it's been a long time coming, the Jets and Giants Super Bowl. So we're ready for it.
Yeah, it's due. It's due. Bro.
Can you imagine the hype in New York?
Oh my god, bro. I don't even have an imagination like big enough for that.
Yeah, no.
Like, bro, I don't even see the Giants like winning even like the championship game within the next like 3 years.
Like, the odds of catching them when they're both good, because you have the Jets who are never good, and then like never good besides like 09 and 10, you know, like 2009, 2010.
And you have the Giants that haven't been good in 10 years.
And we were close though, because in 2009, 2010, that was when the Giants started to they were in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were in the playoffs.
No, I'm pretty sure they won the Super Bowl in that year.
No, 2012.
Oh, 2012.
What was it? No, or was it 2014? I think it was 12
let's
and
look it
08.
up.
08 and 12.
It definitely was in 2014. Giants Super Bowl.
Oh, because 2014 was the Legion of Boom shit.
Yeah. So they won an 08 and 2012. Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, that's around the time. So like 08 to 2012 was New York football peak.
Yeah.
Because even I remember the Jets, that's when they had like Revis and stuff, right?
Yeah, and then the Steelers knocked us out, and then it was the Steelers knocked us out, and the Pats knocked us out the following, I think.
You hate to see it, the Pats. Brady.
To be that close, I mean, I was younger, so I to be honest, like I wasn't watching as much.
Yeah.
My dad was really, really into it then. He started to like fall off too, because I guess he's just kind of over it. When you've been a Jets fan for
It
40,
destroys your will to
40
live.
something years, and then you see Rodgers go down on the fourth play. That's got to be. He had to have a worse reaction than me. But yeah, let's get into our power rankings here. So I guess what we'll do is we can go side by side ours compared to CBS.
We'll do that.
See what we got going on.
All right.
I have
So
a feeling our lists are going to be fairly similar, just like a few differences here and there. Maybe
Yeah.
towards the bottom of the list, I'd probably see some differences. All right, so
wait, don't we have the same list?
no, we have the same list. CBS has. a
Oh, you're
different
saying
list, yeah.
comparing to CBS.
Yes, we got CBS.
All right.
and then we got ours.
So CBS has Chiefs at 1.
We
take
have
it away,
We
Steve.
have Chiefs at 1.
Yep.
Yep.
We agree on that. Some sites we saw the Niners at 1, which is
Yeah.
like
It's
I
fine.
guess
I
I
mean,
kind of understand it, but if the Chiefs just beat the Niners in the Super Bowl, how can you rate the Niners higher than the Chiefs? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, the thing is, like off-season.
I guess
moves,
yeah, I guess
you know?
off season, but I don't know. You still have to give the Super Bowl
Development
champs.
of players,
Yeah.
like Purdy, for example.
You got to give the Super Bowl Chiefs champions like the number 1
Can you
spot.
imagine they three-peat? If I see the Chiefs and the Niners in the Super Bowl again, I'm probably not watching it this year.
Yeah, I'd be sick, bro.
Oh my
I
god,
can't
it's just not,
stand
it's
the
not even
Chiefs.
fun anymore.
We need Joe Icy to pull up.
We need the Jets and we need the Lions. Jets Lions Super Bowl would be peak.
All right. So next we have
So they have the Niners at 2.
2. Yeah, that's
I think the thing is the Chiefs are plus 550 and the Niners are plus 600.
oh really?
Yeah.
The Chiefs are plus. Okay,
But it depends.
so it's close.
Again, it depends on the website you look at.
Yeah, so it's close. I mean, that's understandable. It's not like the Super Bowl was a blowout. It was very close. It was honestly, it was a good Super Bowl. The actual game.
Yeah, it
you
was a good game,
you didn't
yeah.
like the teams that were in it. Yeah.
I don't even really mind the Niners. It's just
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
mi-
want to see them.
I actually
every
like
other
the
year.
Niners,
Yeah, no,
kinda.
I like Purdy a lot. I think he's cool.
I wanted McCaffrey to get a ring so bad, bro. He deserves it.
A great story last year would have been if the Lions had just went
Yeah.
and then beat the Chiefs.
Oh my God,
But I think
bro.
they would have had a better chance of beating the Chiefs because they did it
don't
in the
know.
beginning of the season.
I guess, but bro, that was week 1. That was so long ago.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, it's so funny to me that power rankings can even be put out this early because you'd never know.
Oh, yeah.
Mahomes could get hurt in the first
Dude,
game.
Mahomes can get hurt in training camp.
Please
He
get
can-
hurt, Mahomes.
Dude, that happened to the Bengals, I think, last year.
No,
Didn't
yeah,
he
Joe
hurt his
Burrow was
calf?
hurt. Yep, he hurt his calf, and then he played on it,
And then he
hurt his
rushed on it.
wrist.
Yeah, and then he hurt his
Yeah.
wrist.
Remember in that game he couldn't grip the ball. Yeah.
I think remember that happened to Purdy 2 years ago when they were playing the Eagles? Reddick, your boy,
yeah,
that's
like-
holding out, hit him, and he
and that
couldn't
was
throw
in
the ball.
that was in the championship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And remember McCaffrey came in at
McCaffrey was at
quarterback
quarterback.
because they were down to he was their third
What do
stringer.
you do in that scenario as the coach? God damn,
Yeah,
that'd be
no,
tough.
that's really tough.
Yeah.
I say you just let McCaffrey throw it, bro. Just let him cook. But let's go to 3.
3. They have the Ravens. We have the Lions.
Yeah, that one. I mean, they're similar. Yeah.
Very close.
I think the Ravens might be a better team, but I think the Lions just have the heart to get them past the playoffs.
I mean, even comparing our 4th, we have the Bengals. They have the Lions. So the Ravens actually fell to 5 on our list.
Yeah, but me and you both are just big Burrow guys.
I really think this season's gonna be like he's coming back with a vengeance, man. He's tight. This is 2 seasons that he hasn't been able to really play.
I know.
Well,
Burrow was out,
Well, 'cause-
and even Jamar got hurt. Remember, Jamar was out.
he was out a couple games.
Yeah.
because he was tight. Remember that? He was like, I'm always open.
Yeah, because I think Browning, yeah, 7-Eleven. Someone else, I think it was Chad Ochocinco. He was like, my friends call me Waffle House because I'm always open.
Wait,
he probably stole that from Jamar.
Ochocinco crying when he was watching their routes? He was like, it's not even route running. He's like, this is art. He was literally, and then someone
clip that. I'll get that
Someone
in.
was like flaming him, saying like, "Bro, you gotta like the glazing is crazy to be crying over route running."
I have no idea.
No, they said he was in the Glazing Hall of Fame. I think it was Justin Jefferson that he was crying about.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So we have Bengals at 4.
Bengals at 4, Baltimore at 5. Yep.
I mean, I feel like 3 through 5 for us can just be you can mix and match.
Yeah,
mix and match.
I think this is where it gets a little like iffy though because they have the Bills at 5
No, we disagree with that.
The Bills are low.
The Bills lost their number one target and got worse on defense. How are they still high?
because of the Allen glazing.
I guess, bro.
Allen's good, but
Allen is good, but
if they can never figure it out with good receiver core, they can't figure it out. Like they'll be in the playoffs.
Let's quickly break down the Bills depth chart.
Sure.
Okay, so they have James Cook, solid running back. Josh Allen, obviously good. They have their number one wide receiver is Khalil Shakir,
That's my boy.
the kick returner. No, they have Curtis Samuel, a washed wide receiver. Keon Coleman, who is the rookie? They have Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
I will say, Kincaid and Knox is a pretty
Kincaid
fire
and Knox
combo.
is a dynamic duo of
Bro,
tight ends.
Knox has been great.
I know, and
Knox
dude,
has been really great.
and
And he's been banished to.
I picked up
to backup.
Kincaid in fantasy last year, bro. Oh my god, he late in the season because I think Knox went down.
Yeah.
Bro, it was insane.
Bro, just
That turned my season
put
around.
Knox at wide receiver 2 or something, and then use
You
Kincaid
have
at tight end.
to. I think one of them is the rookie. I don't see it. Is it Keon Coleman? I think Coleman is the rookie. He might be good,
You
but
could also do like a split, like 2 tight end
Yeah.
offense. You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
Jets do that a lot.
I think it's 12 personnel. That's what it's called. And then their defense. So they got Greg Rousseau. He's good. Daquan Jones, he's all right. Ed Oliver's good. AJ Epinez is pretty good. Matt Milano's obviously really good. And then Nicholas Morrow, he's all right. Rasul Douglas, he used to be on Green Bay. I don't like him. Their defense definitely got worse. If you pulled up last year, their defense definitely got worse. So I think that's why we should drop Bills a little bit.
Like we're not dropping them to 15, 16.
Yeah,
but we're
but
gonna
they're a little bit lower.
they're lower on our list.
So we have at 6 a sleeper team.
Yeah.
Not sleeper.
Not really sleeper after last year, but they have a lot of confidence. Young team, Texans.
Houston Texans.
They have the Packers at 6. I actually don't mind that. I really like the way the Packers looked. But,
Yeah.
they're not. The Packers aren't getting 7 either.
No.
We have a special team. At
I'm
7.
a little bit lower on the Packers, so that's where our disconnect is between me and Steve. So
Yeah.
Texans at 6. 7, we got.
Go
you wanna
Jets,
announce
baby.
it?
Jets at 7. I'm actually happy though because a lot of these power rankings having to have the Jets at 11, like 11 or 10. So again,
think-
it really all depends on who's healthy and who's not healthy. That's it.
Well, that's every team, but
No,
I
I
think
know,
if
but with the Jets
Rodgers,
especially.
if Rodgers plays a full season, they'll definitely be within the top 10. Like
Yeah.
you can't even. And then
I want to go to a wild card at this
their
point.
division also got a little bit easier. Like I said, the Bills I think fell off a little bit. Miami's still pretty good, but I don't know Miami. And then the Pats.
Yeah.
The Pats can throw me at wide receiver, bro. I'll run some routes.
The thing
I
is-
might be the one.
With the Pats, like you're always like a little like, oh, they can, like the first season with Mac Jones when they went to the playoffs. Yeah, they got killed, but
They lost Belichick, too,
that's
though.
a season where you're like, the Pats are going nowhere, and then they still made the playoffs. And I feel like that's got to be a little bit because of Belichick. You know what I mean? And now you don't have Belichick.
But Belichick's gone, so
yeah,
you have
no Belichick.
idea.
So I'd like to say that I have zero confidence in the Pats. But we can break down their.
Look at the Pats wide receivers, bro. Ramondre's good. He got a bag. Good for Ramondre. I think Brissett might start week 1. I don't even think
Bro.
May's gonna stay. Bro, Kendrick Bourne. He's not horrible, but like he's not a wide receiver 1. Then you have KJ Osborne. I'm a KJ Osborne fan, but he's not a wide receiver 1, or he might
was good on the Vikings.
He might be a
was
2,
good on the
maybe a 3. Rager's not good.
He's a good flex.
Demario Douglas isn't good. Juju Smith is horrible.
Yeah,
Thornton,
can Juju just like leave? Can he,
bro,
can he retire
Juju's just
already,
got to
bro?
retire, bro.
God, he's been to like 7 teams.
Jalen Polk is a sleeper name. I think he might be pretty good, but I don't know. They just don't have a wide receiver 1. They have
Gotta
like
put Mahomes in
they
this
have,
offense.
They have like 3 wide receiver 2/3s.
Yeah.
They're like
Wow.
the Giants last
Jacoby's
year.
going to start. That's
I
as
like
of now.
I like Hunter Henry though.
Oh yeah, Hunter Henry's been
He's pretty good.
No,
he was so good on the
he's fallen
Chargers,
off a little bit,
bro.
though.
He was so good on
Yeah.
the Chargers. Their O-line's good. Their defense is all right, but I don't know. Not a Pats guy.
No.
I think
No.
they're
Me either.
they're on the bottom
It's
tier
gotta
of
be
our
tough to be a
list.
Pats fan after being a dynasty for that long.
I know,
I gotta say,
but
and this
all
is
good
like a
things
hot
must
take.
come to an end, bro.
Yeah, no, I agree. This is like a hot take though, but like, there's something about your team not being great that makes it more interesting to watch. Like, I feel like if like you're a Pats fan and like you're consistently in the AFC Championship and the Super Bowl like every year, obviously you want that, but it's got to get like a little like
I guess
you don't have that like excitement of like the Jets are like terrible, and then
Yeah.
they start to pick it up again, and
They don't have the build up
yeah.
almost.
Like
yeah.
every year, like honestly, like if the Jets were going 13-4 every year, and making it to the championship game, like again, obviously I would love that, but I don't know, something about me getting so depressed, watching these games is like
No, it's like
it's like a addicting.
I know, I feel you. For example, like if the Chiefs win next year, obviously the Chiefs fans will be hyped, but
Yeah.
like think about how much more hype the Lions fans would be if they won a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
there would be like
Bro, there was-
Detroit would shut
when
down.
they won the playoff game. You had that guy crying in the stands.
Detroit would shut down. Like I feel bad for the really old Detroit fans. Like bro, they're like those. Think about how happy they would be. Like Kansas City Chiefs fans, bro. They'd be like, oh, we won 2 years ago.
The thing about the Lions
Last
is like
year.
people you had Lions fans probably dying before they even made the playoffs again. That's sad. That's sad. The Jets probably have that too. No, because think about it. Like if the Jets had made the playoffs back in like 09 and 2010, but the Lions, it was like the last time they made the playoffs before the previous year was what, like the 90s?
I think before that, bro. I think like the 80s, bro. I don't even remember. But we got a little sidetracked. So Jets at 7.
Jets at 7.
We always do this.
Yeah, it's
Packers at 8.
Packers at 8. I like
that.
Who does CBS have at 8?
Let's check. Go to CBS. I think our lists are pretty similar, so I think they might have. Let's see.
So they have the Packers at 6, the Bengals at 7, and the Texans at 8, which is like
Texans
again
at-
like pretty similar to our
Yeah,
list.
it's just like different
We're
order.
giving the Jets a bump up.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're on the Jets hype with me.
Well, I think they're going to be better with Rodgers, bro. They can't be worse. They were bad last year.
Yeah.
I remember last year, like when they played the Giants and like both teams punted 27 times. I was
Such a
like,
bad
I was like, bro, the Jets. I was in the boat of the Jets and the Giants should start tanking right now. The Jets should tank for a better draft pick to set up Rodgers for next year, and then the Giants, like, bro, imagine the Jets tanked this year and they got neighbors.
Yeah.
Bro, they would be insane. They would be like scary, bro.
Just another guy you got to pay in a couple of years though.
I know, but bro, your
We already got too many of
your
those guys.
Super Bowl window is right now. You go all
That's
out and
true.
try and win.
That's true.
Bro, Rodgers is gonna retire in 4 years.
No, he's not. He's gonna retire earlier than that. I think he
You think?
says he wants to play another 3 or 4, but no.
He's gonna like die on an ayahuasca trip or
Yeah,
whatever.
Seriously.
So
He's so confident in his health and his body right now, which is exciting. But I'm not fully I'm not fully convinced.
isn't he the oldest player in the NFL right
He's
now?
currently the oldest player in the NFL.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At
He's
40.
got. I mean, what?
You see that
Brady?
Quentin Williams
What did
interview?
Brady?
He's like-
Brady played till 45.
45. Yes.
So
There was you see that Quentin Williams interview where he's like, "He's been in the league for 20 years." He's like, "Who's that? That new running back is 20 years old." And then he said, "So he been in the league as long as he been alive."
yeah, Quentin Williams.
He's funny, man.
He's weak.
Bless you. Thank you.
All right, so Packers at 8, 9. CBS has the Rams, right?
CBS has the Rams at 9.
We also have the
We
Rams.
have the Rams at 9. Yeah.
I'm a Rams fan. I
I do like the Rams.
I really
yeah.
like Stafford,
I've
as you
been
can
liking
tell
the
by their
Rams, yeah.
rankings.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm a McVay fan. He's a
Yeah,
really
he's a
good
Very
coach.
consistent coach.
Have you ever
very
seen
good
the,
coach. He's very smart. You see the video of him.
Recalling the plays?
Yes,
Bro, that is
that
insane.
can't be real.
What do you
That can't be
mean?
real.
No, it is real. Bro, it's insane.
That's like really crazy.
I'll pull up the
He
video
was
in
like
one of our
Puka's
clips.
first. He recalled Puka's first touchdown. Like the down to the specifics
Dude.
of what the play they ran was.
Bro, they
Crazy stuff.
literally there's in the video, they're literally like all right, so it's January like 10th. You're in the third quarter in the game against the Cincinnati Bengals or whoever they're playing.
Yeah.
He's like, what play did you run like with 5 minutes left in the game? And he'd be like, we ran a double ISO, like
What kind of memory is that?
bro, I don't
Goddamn.
know. He just he has that like I don't know.
Let's backtrack a second though. Oh yeah, LeBron's.
He has that IQ, bro. He just
Oh wait, can we have a little basketball talk for a second? I think that's pretty crazy that him and his son are on the same team.
let's
pretty
save
crazy
let's
stuff.
save it for the end.
You want to say it for the
Yeah. Let's save it for the
just
end.
a little comment. I
No,
thought it
no,
was
no.
wild. I didn't even know that was possible.
No, it's good, but I don't know.
but
I don't
yeah,
like doing the
backtrack.
list and then
I-
going to different. We got to
Is,
stay on topic.
We were wrong. Jason Peters is currently the oldest player in the league, so he was.
Oh yeah, Jason Peters sold.
Jason Peters is 42 now because this is a little old, but so Rodgers is 40 and
second
Peters
oldest.
is 42.
Second
so,
oldest.
Yeah, Go Jason Peters.
Yep.
All right, we got
At 10,
we got the Bills at 10.
we have the
It's
Buffalo
a fair
Bills.
spot because we don't know how this is gonna go yet.
We don't know how their wide receiver is going to pan out.
Could be a wild card exit.
Yeah, it could be. Their defense got a little bit worse. At CBS, they have the Eagles at 10. I mean, I don't mind it, obviously. The Eagles last year, though, end of the season, like, bro, what happened?
Yeah, seriously.
What happened?
Baker Mayfield happened.
Like, what was going on, bro? They were like the Jaguars. Like, they lost to the Giants last week.
Yeah, that was exciting.
It was Squidward choking on the fork again.
Okay, so who's their 11?
The CBS has the Jets at 11. That's
Fair.
that's
No, it's fair.
understandable. Yeah,
I like them. I like them getting that credit.
we have the Eagles at 11 though.
7.
Yeah, so we have the Jets 4 spots higher.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's general ballpark.
Yeah.
They have
If there were no Jets fans in the room,
yeah.
11 is probably where they'd stay.
Nah, I'm actually a fan of the Jets this season. I've said it all off season. I think they're going to be better. If you weren't here, I'd probably give them like the 9 or the 10.
Thanks.
But you influenced me. But so we have the Eagles 1 spot lower.
We all know where I would like to put them.
Yeah. Steve would be like, bro, number 1.
All right, so we have so CBS looks like they have the Jags at 12.
Yep.
I'm not convinced.
We have Cleveland.
Yeah,
Let's go, bro.
that defense is scary.
I'm a Browns fan.
It's about time for Deshaun to turn on the Jets.
And I want Chubb to come back, and I want him to go nuts.
Yeah, they'll be
And
fine.
Yeah, Jerome Ford will carry the load, bro. He's really
Can
good.
we take a look at that schedule? Maybe let's estimate we get Chubb back like week 6 or 7, or when let's see when their bye week is. Because with an early bye, you might see Chubb come back after that. So we got the Cowboys in week 1. That's a tough game. Cowboys are usually lights out week 1.
Yeah, they usually destroy. Dude, they played the Giants last year and they dropped like 35 on us, bro.
So we got
my
we got
season.
week 1
My season ended in
Cowboys.
week 1.
Giants, Browns.
Yeah.
Third week.
They're probably gonna have. No, they're not gonna have Chubb back yet. He might. See, the thing is,
They looks like they have a late bye.
after a torn ACL too, like even when you come back, bro, you're not fully back for at least like 4 or 5 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, their bye is in November, so you might see Chubb back after that.
Yeah, maybe they'll
Depending
wait
on how
till the
they're
bye.
doing.
It depends. Yeah, it all depends on the rehab
Like
and everything.
if they're like 0-6 or 0-7, I'm not
Yeah.
obviously not. They're not going to.
Yeah, they're not
But
gonna.
if they're like 3-4 or something like that,
Yeah.
maybe you hold off on Chubb a little bit.
All right.
But yeah, I'm excited for the Browns too.
And then at 13, we have We Dem Boys.
Dem
This is our
Boys.
year.
Yeah, when will it be their year?
I don't know.
Hopefully not for a while.
2050.
Yeah.
But who does CBS have?
So at 15, I'm sorry.
No,
we're at
13.
13. They have the Cowboys as well.
Okay, so we agree on that.
Fair spot. They have the
Dude.
Browns at 14. So
Bro.
we're like,
The Cowboys, they're a regular season team, bro. Until they prove me wrong.
I mean, they'll basically be the same group from last year.
Exactly.
With Zeke now.
Until they prove to me that they can win the playoffs, bro, I will not rate them in the top 10. Bro, the craziest thing is in the regular season, bro, they'll be like 6-1.
Yeah.
Have like obviously 7 weeks in. And they'll be ranked like 2 or 1. No, they won't. They're usually not ranked 1. They'll be ranked like 2 or 3. And it's like, bro, how? You know they're gonna get to the playoffs, and you know they're gonna lose.
There's got to be something wrong. That's why there's so
No,
much pressure on Dak and McCarthy this year to win a playoff game.
Dude, I honestly think they get to the playoffs and they all get in their heads because
Probably.
they can't win and they
Yeah,
just
but
put so much
Think
more
about it. There's
pressure
like
on themselves.
there's one consistent thing, and that's Dak, but also the coaching
I think
staff.
I think McCarthy's
Yeah.
a bad coach. I've never liked him.
If you're consistently losing that early in the playoffs, it's not the team. It's got to be the one consistent or the couple consistent things, which is your quarterback and your coach.
I'm gonna say a statement that our ex monitor used to
Our
be
ex-guy in the chair.
ex-guy in the
Doug.
chair, Doug. Mike McCarthy is the equivalent of Aaron Boone. Regular season, they look good, and they get to the playoffs, and they play like shit. And guess what? I've been a Boone hater for like 3 years now. Bro, if you're the Yankees or the Cowboys, you're expected to win Super Bowls or World Series. If you get to the playoffs and lose, you're not a good coach. I'm sorry. You have to change. That's why I think the Yankees need to change their coach, and I think the Cowboys need to change their coach.
You need to be getting your game. You need to be getting like like NFC Championship down to a nail biter if you're gonna lose
Yeah, bro.
know?
Yeah, like you can't be getting booted in the wild card rounds in both
to the
sports.
Packers, to a young team like the Packers.
And the Yankees would be like the Astros every year. But all right,
So
let's go
until
to
the Cowboys like win a playoff game or two, you're staying at 13.
Yep.
So they had the Browns at 14.
We
14
have
we have
The Bucks.
Baker the playmaker.
Where do they have? Oh, so they have. Okay. Well, we won't spoil their list yet. Although it is on the screen.
Well, we have the Bucks at 14.
They have it at 16. So
Yeah.
we're in the general like same realm.
Yeah. Of
I
course.
think-
I mean, with these teams, like you're not going to put one of them like, at
Yeah.
the bottom.
The Browns, I mean not the Browns, the Bucks. I don't know. They played well last year. They exceeded expectations.
Yeah.
Low key, Todd Bowles is a good coach.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
What happened on the Jets, bro?
Jets curse, man.
What happened,
I
bro?
don't know. I think the worst coach that we've had is definitely
Gase.
Gase. Oh my god.
Not
bro.
even close.
You see Le'Veon Bell's tweet? He was like, he was saying something about how he used to shake his head whenever Gase. It would be like 2nd and 14 or something, and he would just like hand
He'd be
the
like,
ball off
run
to
it.
Bell or
Yeah.
something like that.
Le'Veon would be like, bro,
Crazy.
what the hell?
Yep.
I think
That was bad.
I think the Giants will probably be. I don't even know. Maybe Judge. Judge was pretty bad. Although his first season he looked good. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe Judge. You could go back, I guess, to other people, but we'll go to 15. Staying in the
So-
NFC South,
Yeah.
We have-
who's their 15?
we have Atlanta,
So
And-
we have Atlanta at our 15, which I like that pick a lot.
and they
the
have
Dolphins,
Miami.
yeah,
I don't mind Miami though. Miami's coming up in the
Yeah,
next.
Miami's just like the Cowboys. They're just gonna lose in the first round. I mean, again,
I know.
I feel bad that
But
they had to
bro,
play in those conditions.
last year, yeah, bro, that was crazy.
That's gotta throw you
negative,
off so much.
It was negative. What wasn't it like negative 15?
Yep. It was like no, it was like negative like 50.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but there has to be a line. There has to be a line where like it's just not fair. Like I don't care if the Chiefs, bro, that's even too cold for the Chiefs players.
yeah,
You know what I mean? No one wants to go and sit at a game when it's that cold.
and they're
Unless you're
coming
Taylor Swift and you're like sitting in your plane in the box. You know what I
and
mean?
they're coming from Miami, so
Yeah,
they're coming from
exactly.
warm weather. All
But
right.
even then, it's like you know they play in Green Bay, they play in Denver, you know,
Yeah.
so they're used to the cold temperatures regardless, like traveling and whatnot and playing in those temperatures. But oh my god, like even the Chiefs players negative fit. You saw, bro, and Tyreek's out there with no sleeves.
yeah, they were
You know,
trying to.
like,
they were trying to act
talking
like
all this shit, but like, bro, you guys like got smoked.
they were trying to act like the weather didn't affect them.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to. We did Atlanta, right? No. Oh yeah, we did Atlanta. So now 16, we have the Jags. They have the Bucks. So we were 2 off. I kind of agree with that. The Jags kind of fell off a cliff, so we'll rate them. We rate them a little bit lower, you know.
We have the Jags at 16.
Yep. And then 17, we have Miami.
Mhm.
So we're 2 lower than CBS.
Yeah, I mean they have the Bears at 17. They're on the Caleb Williams hype, I guess.
I know, but bro, I can't rate the Bears that high if I've never seen their starting quarterback
I mean that's
play.
the thing. Like if he's the real deal, then
Yeah, then
You
I
know,
understand
that's
it, but we don't know. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. And then 18, we have the Chargers, and they also have the Chargers. So we agree. CBS Sports.
on one.
The Chargers agree with us.
I would put
Chargers,
I would put the Chargers
CBS.
higher, but you don't like the Chargers, so
Bro,
you're an avid Chargers hater. Or
The
Herbert hater.
when Herbert wins a playoff game, I'll rate him higher.
You can't blame Herbert for Staley's issues. bro.
Okay, yeah. And next we'll go to 19. They have Pittsburgh.
yeah.
We have Chicago.
We all know what the Steelers' record is going to look like.
They'll be positive, but they're not a good team. They're not a good
No.
Well, they're like a solid team, but they're not like they're never amazing. Like you know what I mean?
Being a Steelers fan has to be the most frustrating because
Yeah, because you're just
you're
always
like on the brink of the playoffs.
you're
every
just
year.
always average.
Yeah.
You're always average.
like at
no,
least
you're-
like the Jets, like you'll know like if they're not
Yeah.
going to make the playoffs like 5 games in.
yeah,
you know.
the Giants are more hit or miss. Like
Yeah.
2 years ago they made the playoffs. Last year they were like the worst team in the league.
Yeah, that was
it's a
such
roller coaster.
I was really surprised about that.
Yeah, I was too, unfortunately. So 20, we have the Steelers. They have Atlanta. Bro, they're rating Atlanta so low.
Yeah, no, a lot of guys to be excited about on Atlanta, like we talked about earlier.
Yeah,
we have Atlanta at 15,
15. So 5 spots.
and I think that's like giving
5
them a
spots
fair
higher.
shot. Yeah.
No, I think Atlanta's pretty good.
Mhm.
And then 21, we have the Colts. They have the Titans. I don't know, bro.
So they're
I know Will Levis has an absolute
that's the thing.
cannon.
Yeah, they're
on and off
they're
the field.
banking on Will Levis. You know, like they're hoping that Will Levis is gonna do well in his second season. So I feel like just to bank on Will Levis performing well is not like a fair.
Yeah, we
reason
didn't
for
really
putting him
we
at
didn't see him.
21.
We didn't see
Yeah.
that much of him last year.
He's exciting for sure.
Yeah,
Some of the things that he's done are exciting.
on and off the field. Yeah.
for sure. Great guy.
All right. So 22, we have Minnesota.
Yep.
They have Indianapolis.
Okay.
I agree with that. We're one spot higher on the Colts. So general same range.
Regardless
Minnesota.
of your quarterback situation, you have Justin Jefferson.
Exactly.
So
The
putting
offense will be
you at
good.
22.
And
is fine.
O'Connell's a good coach, so I'm sure they'll be fine.
And if Darnold doesn't work out, just try out what's his name, McCarthy.
Yeah, McCarthy. 23, we got Seattle. They have Arizona. Honestly, I might flip Arizona.
Yeah, I'm not even
also.
against that either.
Yeah.
I'm really like not on the Seahawks.
Yeah,
side.
I hate the Seahawks. So we'll flip that. We'll agree with them. 23, we have Arizona.
Past like 4 years, or like since the Geno thing started, like they've just been like the Steelers. They're just
Yeah.
like
They
you
were
know.
good like 2 years ago, but last year they didn't make the playoffs. So then we have Seattle
so
next.
let's flip. Yeah, so Cardinals at 23, just like them, and then
Yep.
Seahawks at 24.
24. And we'll go to 25 now. Just skip past it. They have Seattle.
Yeah,
We have the Saints.
yeah. I mean, I'm not like a big Carr fan, so
I'm not a Carr fan either, but the Saints are always like solid. They're
Yeah.
never. Their defense is good. They still have Kamara. They have Michael Thomas. They have Olave. They're just a solid team. I think they always finish pretty good.
Yep.
26. They have Minnesota. We have the New York Giants.
Finally, the G-men get their respect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so they put the Giants really low on their list. We'll get to that, but I think that the teams like the
Below them.
Broncos. So they have the Broncos at 28, they have the Saints at 27, and the Vikings at 26. We had the Vikings at 22. Down to where we are now, though, we have the Saints at 25, the Giants at 26. So I would definitely just put the Giants above the Broncos. I think
I
they
think
have,
they're better
they have
than the
way more
Broncos.
to be
Yeah.
excited about.
Dude.
We put the Titans below the Giants too. So I which I agree on too.
Yeah.
They also had the Raiders.
I don't know.
They had the
I'm
Raiders
just-
above the Giants.
I'm just not high on the Titans
yeah.
at all.
There's
Like,
nothing to go. There's no sample size to go off of.
And they lost their defensive
Will
coordinator
Levis,
to
that's
the
it.
Giants.
Yeah.
And he was a good coordinator, so we don't know how their defense is going to be. We don't know a lot. Like they're a very unknown, like unproven team, the Titans. And then so 28 we have Denver. They agree with us. CBS Sports.
If Zach Wilson starts the whole season, then we can move them up to like 15.
Yeah. If Zach Wilson starts the entire season, we can move him down to 32.
All right, so we got the Titans at 27, the Broncos at 28, and then we have the
Raiders
Raiders
at 29. Who do they have? They have the Giants.
Mhm.
See, the Raiders played better, but I feel like if the Raiders played the Giants, I think the Giants would win.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think they would. I think if Daniel Jones is fully healthy, he's better than Aiden O'Connell.
Again, like it all depends on like what goes on with the Raiders offense, and like if they're able to piece together what the issues were last year. Again, they had the interim head coach.
I feel like the interim head coach always comes in and
What was
does
it,
well
Peterson?
though.
That's his name, right?
No, Pierce.
Pierce.
Yeah, former Giants linebacker.
Yeah.
Uh,
And then the quarterback room is just
yeah, it's a shit show.
yeah.
And 30, we got Commanders, Washington. The Giants always beat the Commanders, bro.
Yeah.
Always do. And so we were at them pretty low because the Giants are always bad too. So if the Giants are beating up on your team, bro, you are not a good team. That's just the way it is. 31.
And we have the Pats at 31. They have the
Pats.
Commanders. So we're in about the same.
flip-flopped them,
These
yep.
three are like about the same. I mean, I would like to put the Patriots at 32, but yeah, the Panthers are in a really terrible spot. That had to suck having traded away your pick last year.
I know. And especially
not getting Stroud, having
Yep.
traded away your pick, not getting a pick this year.
they didn't get a pick this year, so
Yeah.
they can. I mean, they did improve in the offseason, and I think they'll be a little bit better than last year. But
They fired their head coach too.
I know. I still think they're going to be a bottom.
Yeah. I mean, again,
Five,
like
three
we just
team.
got to see how Bryce Young does if he picks it up this season.
He's got to pick it up, and then they have faith. They
Got
have
to
a
give him
shot.
some more options though.
Yeah, they did a little bit of rework on the whole offensive line and the wide receivers, so he's in a better situation than he was last year, at least.
And there is your not too early
Power rankings.
power rankings.
Only 66 days away. Way too early. Way too early.
Let's release this episode in like August.
Yeah. Any last thoughts, Steve?
No, just getting like the more we do this, I'm just more excited to watch football.
Yeah, it's
like
really
I'm,
good.
I'm kind of over the whole summer thing already.
I know.
Not really.
The
like, I'm
videos are
excited
getting
for all the golf that we're gonna play, but
the videos are tough to come by. There's
Yeah.
really not a lot of content we can make, but big golf outing on the 4th. I don't even know if I'm
Which
in
one?
on that. It's you guys.
the 4th of
Did you book
the
the
4th
tee
of
time?
July.
Yeah, but
They
who
don't care
booked
about
the
our
other
tee
one?
time.
Did anyone book the other one?
No.
Bro, I thought you booked it.
I was on Andrews.
Oh.
So
I'm
yeah,
not
be there
looking-
be there on the 4th.
It's
if you guys
looking like
wanna
I'm not
watch.
hopping on the 4th, boys.
Well, hopefully we can figure something out. But happy
But-
4th of July, everyone.
Happy 4th, happy
Be safe out there.
Independence Day.
Yeah.
Someone already blew their hand off with fireworks, so don't do that. And we'll catch you guys next week. And remember, one last thought.
One
Bet
last-
the over.
Oh yeah, always bet the over. Not the
Always
under.
bet the other. Never bet the under.